We going live. We going live. I'm going live. Going live. Going live.
17. Okay. So what else?
Give y'all time to gather in.
This is Folktales, and you have joined us on Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.gyenamejourney.com. All my brothers and sisters, hold hands and bow your heads. Let us pray. God, thank the thunder so much. You better so much to God. How long we declare that shall be the second persons of the wicked. I say, that the king upon the fathers, who judges to the visit of the meek, deliver the poor and needy, bring us out of their hand of wickedness. They know not, neither will they understand. They go upon the day, all the foundations of the earth are out of court. I said, in your God, and all of you are servants of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and fall like men in the Rise, O God, judge the earth. God shall judge all nations. Allah Akbar.
This is Canary 6, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Be sure to follow Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy. Good morning, this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give a shout out to Silver Kevin. Oh, my Silver Nation out there. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I want to give a shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give a shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
This is Cleveland, and you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry its name. This is what I tell coming at you live
and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shout out to the Gye-Nyame tribe, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up, if you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry your name. This is what I tell coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shout out to Jason Joshua. Stand up. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. You are now Gye-Nyame Radio.
I've had enough. You heard it. We have had enough here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Goddamn. Everywhere is war. There's a war. War in the east.
War in the west.
War in the west. War up north. And war down south. War. Rumors of war. And until that day, the African continent will not know peace. Family, listen, y'all know the sentiment. I know you had to hear about Iran striking back. Goddamn.
Right.
This morning I had to start the show off and say, Mississippi, goddamn, tonight I'm saying, I can't even say Iran, goddamn, because we hit first. This government hit first. And family. We about to move into what they call in the military a gigantic clusterfuck. Go on. It's about to get bad.
It's about to get a war. Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying?
You can go.
Peace out to me too, 666. Listen to me. Now, before we even get into the folktale, let me tell you something, right? Family, listen. Because a lot of people, when it comes to talking about war, they talk about winners and losers. Please understand, individuals in the position of Iran is not fighting to win. They're fighting not to lose, which is called a war of attrition. They figure that if they can bankrupt, if they can get America to spend as much money as possible on continual fuckery, they win. And we got to realize this, family. So, we can't get caught up. We can't get caught up in a lot of it. Although this directly affects our lives, we got to stay to the point that we have been discussing. We got to continue pushing for reparations. We got to continue pushing for an African agenda. My fault. We got a black agenda, right? Now, but listen to me. There's a scene in the movie The Spook Who Sat by the Door where the brother says there is no way that America can keep us on our ass and police the world at the same time. And this is once again, we're moving into a climate where we have opportunities to really make some changes. Right? And I say it would be foolish of us to allow these opportunities to move past us. Right? So we're going to do some wisdom mining. For those that's new to Gye-Nyame journey, what wisdom mining is we're going to take a story that was created by Aesop, right? Someone enslaved in Greece, we believe, as a black man. And take these stories, and we like to break them down. And we're going to be able to not only break them down, but use the wisdom in the story to help us look at the situations that we are in. Because those of you that's been following the show, when I'm able to do them on a regular basis, and for a long time we've been doing them on a regular basis, I want to send shouts out to my Spreaker users, because according to Spreaker, family, I want y'all to check this out. According to Spreaker, I need to go back. According to Spreaker, I don't get a lot of listeners. You know, like I don't have a lot of viewers. But I know that I'm having some type of impact, because this is why. On Spreaker, we only got about 2,000, close to 3,000 listeners, followers on our station. But we have over 73,000 downloads. And I want to give y'all a round of applause, because that Spreaker part of the family, y'all have been consistent. Y'all have been in there with us from the beginning, because I started this all off as a podcast. One of my sisters called me and said, you need to check out this thing called Facebook. You need to get on Facebook. And I got on Facebook, and then they came with the streaming. We started streaming. I started on YouTube first, then this, and you know, it's like boom. We got small amounts, and the piece is, my people said, man, just stay consistent, do your thing. It'll grow over time. You know what I'm saying? And we done elevated to a point with the small amount of support that we've been receiving, you know, where we are on Streamlabs now, and, you know, discover Streamlabs, and we've been able to throw out the new merchandise and stuff like that, you know, and of course, this merchandise isn't our key to freedom, but this merchandise helps support the stuff that we're doing, as well as allow us to express the culture that we're talking about, to express the love for our tribe. I need y'all to understand, family. This is hard work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm trying to do something to bring value into the listeners' lives, into the viewers' lives. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes I say stuff funny, but I'm very serious about this, because I feel that this is my calling. This is what I am supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I do it with a passion. So I'm able to get up in the morning, even when I don't want to get up, and do the show. Sometimes there'll be other stuff popping up, and the show takes precedence. You know what I'm saying? It's to a point where my wife won't even ask me to do anything prior to my show. On most occasions. Every now and then I have to go and get out there and do something. But the piece is that our whole lives, my family lives, is built around us doing a podcast on and doing this broadcast on a daily basis, so that we could try to bring some value and to help encourage some of those that might be really experiencing that ADOS life, or really experiencing the struggle of the life that we have to live over here. You know what I'm saying? So once again, 73,000 downloads. I know, like, compared to some of the people that's out there doing some of the stuff we doing, I know that's not a lot for them. But for me, you know what I'm saying, I tip my hat to you, and I thank each and every last one of you. So right now, of course, y'all know that if you don't know, earlier today, Iran struck back, or at least it's suspected that Iran struck back, and I don't know what tens of missiles are, but you know they said they shot tens of missiles, you know, onto a base in Iraq, and I guess the missiles came from Iran. So this means that Iran is throwing their hat. You know what I'm saying? You hit us, now we hit you. You bet not fuck with us any farther. You see, because really, we got to understand the situation we put Iran in, right? We hit them. And what we say is, because we say so, you better not do shit. Now, y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how to get down, get down. You know what I'm saying? One man don't slap another man and be like, you better not do shit. Can't do that. I already know that they was expecting this. I'm hoping that they was expecting this. I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, that they, you know, that they kind of knew that where this was going, because this can do nothing but escalate. Because once, you know what I'm saying, because I want y'all to think about this. For years, we heard people talking about all over the world describing George Bush as a war criminal. Now, what if George Bush Jr. was on vacation in France? You know what I'm saying? And he got in his car to go to the airport, and a drone from any country bombed it. What would be the reaction from America? Even those that don't even like George Bush be like, that's some disrespectful shit. We got to, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be mad about y'all. Hey, listen, you got to do some shit. Iran was put in a position where they had to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to understand the psychology here, and we got to understand that this is not a war of winning. This is a war of attrition. This is going to be a war of attrition. You know what I'm saying? Because for America to stay over where they are, they have to expend more money, right? Than Iran, because Iran is there. That's where they are. You know what I'm saying? They're right now in some hospital. There's a baby being born that is being named after this dude that they just bombed, right? And the stories that's going to be told to this baby about why he was named what he was named is going to inspire this baby. So what we may have fallen into is a generational conflict. And the only thing that may stop this is cool heads rising to the top. But, right? Ain't no place for that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a while. So let's see where this go. Now, also, those of you that's been checking out the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline, y'all saw me. Because possibly about the same time that these missiles was fired, I seen a military helicopter in Columbus, Ohio, flying over my school on the way to somewhere. So it's, you know what I'm saying, I don't see a lot of military helicopters in Columbus, Ohio. And you know we got a major air base right here in Columbus, Ohio. We got a military grade helicopter flying across. Like, yo, what the fuck going on? It could have been just a regular exercise, but hey, regular exercises don't attract people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering what's going on. So, and all of us, we need to really start. A lot of us, we need to really start taking inventory. Like I said, who your tribe? You family. We need to start tribing up, because what's going to happen is this. Because as we start pushing the black agenda, see, because I want you to understand this. As you start pushing the black agenda, talking about a black agenda, talking about voting black, talking about doing the things we doing, now we will be able to be singled out and be said to be problem starters. You know what I'm saying? You don't support the troops. You don't support this or blah, blah, blah. Nigga throw shit up in your face. So now, we about to see who the real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who the real. Are we willing to stick to our guns? Because right now, because this is, you know, and we kind of expected something. I ain't expect nothing like this big. But, you know, because oftentimes you will get these issues or these crises that they will throw up. I didn't expect it to be like this. You know what I'm saying? But damn, you know what I'm saying? With the impeachment and other shit going on around Donald Trump, he's like, fuck that. You just bound this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let's start some shit. I'm being impeached. You know, there's a possibility, you know, I gotta go up against another person. You know, and what's the chances of me being put out of office if we in war? That'll show America's weak. So, you know what I'm saying? The people gonna have to make a choice. The people gonna have to make a choice. I did a whole article on this in our first newsletter as far as these cups. I did a whole article on them with links and all that. You ain't reading the newsletter? Don't make me call your name out loud. Come on now. Did a whole article on these cups. Anyway, so family, I hope you are prepared for the amount of fuckery that will be coming out soon. Right? Because I'm like, man, it's about to get crazy. Well, you know, it looked like at this point in time it's about to get crazy. But, and no doomsday shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that. But, you know, oftentimes, when you have, like, when you have a mind state that you are supposed to rule the world, everybody else is a throwaway population. So you gonna do some, you know what I'm saying? My biggest concern is that, you know, we got somebody in charge that is not really balanced, and he got access to codes to blow up the world, to unleash some shit that we have never really dealt with. He don't believe in global warming. So I don't think he might not believe that the nuclear missiles might do the damage that they do. So it ain't shit for him to be like, we're gonna have to nuke them. Not realizing that he's gonna fuck up the world for the next 6,000 years. As Einstein said, I know not what weapons will be used in World War III, but in World War IV, we'll be fighting them with sticks and stones. Let's just hope that his prediction will not come up. If you look on the screen, you can see those Gye-Nyame shoes up there. I'm waiting for mine so I can give y'all a view of them when they come. All right. For those out there that want to support Gye-Nyame Journey, before we get into the conversation, before we get thick into the conversation, make sure you like and share. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're already like, share, subscribe, make sure other people can join the conversation because the Blackline is open. Blackline is open, 614. Let me go and put it over here. 614 556 4535. Blackline is open. Y'all call in. Y'all hit us up now. We will be working on the next newsletter. It won't be coming out till probably the end of January, somewhere around there. Cause I got a lot of writing to do. Kwame is gonna keep y'all up on his teaching people how to logically think, and we also gonna be working on his ebook coming out soon. I'm talking to Elder Tony, one of the elders in the community, our ritual elder here in Columbus, talking with him about doing an e-course on rituals and how to arrange rituals, because, you know, like, because there's a lot of things that go into this whole culture building thing, right? Now, go on. Let me. I want to share something with y'all, right? So I'm sitting in the car because I want y'all to understand the importance of getting your children involved in what you're doing. So I'm sitting in the car, and in the back, I hear somebody say, minute by minute, hour by hour, if you lose your faith, you lose your power. I said, where you learn that at? She said, I learned it from you. I said, wow. Family, listen. Everything we do affects our future generations. They are watching us. They're watching us and they're learning. Good things and bad things. There's a few bad things my girl's going to pick up on, but I am well assured that some of the good things they are going to be catching up on as well. You know what I'm saying? We all have issues, but, you know, we got good issues, we got bad issues. There's going to be some bad things they pick up on and some challenges that they're going to have to overcome. But by me investing the time to put them in the culture, right, I am doing something for the future. All right, so here we go. We're coming from Aesop's Fable. This is the Townsend translation, right, from a company called Forgotten Books. It wasn't that expensive. It has, those of you that's been with Gye-Nyame Journey for a while, y'all know that we already went through this whole damn book. We are going through this book again. And many of you that have been around and coming and checking on us every now and then, you know that the one thing that we do here is stay consistent. Now, y'all know, some of y'all be like, well, Brother Tim, I've been trying to tune in on the shows on Kujaglir and Ujima. What? I'm 51. I'm tired. We've been doing this since the 40s, since I was in the 40s. And we was doing it on a consistent basis. And now we're doing it every day. So I need y'all to bear with me. And like I said, for those that want to support the shows and want to keep the shows going, y'all can help us in some of our efforts, because the newsletter take up time. The books take up time. Trying to do the e-courses take up time. The meetings outside of this take up time. Trying to do the classes, the warrior classes on the weekends take up time. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I have a personal life, you know. And a lot of this clashes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this clashes. So I want y'all to understand that what we do, what I'm doing, is part of me. And hopefully some of y'all is part of you, so that y'all can start taking some of the stuff in your areas and start doing it. And it takes some of us to make the sacrifices, because our ancestors teach us in the Proverbs, those who are not willing to sacrifice shall not be fulfilled. And I want y'all to understand that. The in-depthness of that proverb alone. Those that are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. We have people who don't want to put in, but want to pull out. That's not reciprocity. That's not following our principles. And we have a lot of people that want to come in and talk the deep history and talk the deep philosophy, but they don't want to deal with the basics, the reciprocity. They don't want to deal with the truth, the justice, the righteousness, the reciprocity, the balanced order and harmony. They don't want to deal with the unity, the self-determination, the collective work and responsibility, the collective, the cooperative economics, the purpose, creativity and faith. Or as we say in the M7, the unity, the self-determination, the respect, the gratitude, the purpose, the creativity, and the trust. They don't want to deal with the basics, because the basics make you have to go on and start applying it to your life. The basics ain't super deep. The basics is something that you have to go on and start figuring out and start learning how to live, rather than learning how to talk. We have many people that could come into our spaces and talk, but it's hard for them to actually do the walk. We have Brother Allende. That sounds like a proverb that should be on the back of our shirts. Which one? You know, I done start flowing, so you need to let me know, because I'm just trying to tell y'all, family, this is real. And as we start moving into the 2020s, because we see how 2020 started. How did 2020 start? It started with homeboy killing somebody and talking about, I didn't want to start a war. I was trying to prevent a war. I mean, this is his logic. This is his logic. I didn't want to start a war. I'm trying to prevent a war.
What is prevent?
Stop. Uh-oh. Thank you, Sasha. That was good. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happens when he do this? Family, I want y'all to consider this. The treaty that Obama put in place was not just America and Iran. It was between America and several other countries. The Great Pumpkin came in and pulled us up out that shit. And said it's the worst deal ever. He pulled us up out of it. Right? Now, he goes and he kills somebody major in the Iranian government. What the fuck did he thought was gonna happen? See, this the white supremacist mind state. I'm white, I say so. I say that he needs to die. He has to die. You know what I'm saying? Boom, he did that. So now it's like, everybody's like, what the fuck you do, man? So now what happens? This affects the markets. Go on, start checking out the news, because I ain't want to post it up because all that's kind of depressing. There's enough depressing stuff going on in black life. But the market's about to be hit. Many of us have our retirements. Those of us, my peers, right now, right? A lot of us got our money in this 401k shit, and the markets are about to be hit. Why? Because now war is looming. So now it's a possibility that the country could be slipping into a deep, deep, deep recession because of the decisions of this dude. Now, of course, those with big money, they're going to make a come up because they got the liquidity to go out and buy everything cheap. But you don't got that liquidity. You don't got that mobility, that economic mobility to be able to take advantage of what's about to happen. Possibly. All right? But anyway, let's go and get into this proverb. Now, once again, lines are open, 614-556-4535. Don't be scared. Call in, talk to your brother. Call in, talk to your brother. I'm sipping on some pineapple ambrosia. This is a mix that was created by Elder Bowie. You know, he likes mango. He liked me to add fruit to his. So he said, hey man, you know, we was just talking. And I said, well, you know, because the mango, I don't know if I want to do the mango. I was like, He said, well, I like pineapple. I said, pineapple? That sounds interesting. Pineapple. Okay. So I went and made some pineapple. So I got some pineapple. This is a Bowie exclusive. Yeah, me and him is the only one sipping on, huh?
I tasted the pineapple yesterday. Now, if you let it sit for one more day, it's strong.
Yeah. Pineapple is strong on this one, yeah. Now, the only problem with this type of a batch, right, is that when the more sugar or the more, because this is fructose, the more fructose, which is a sugar, and honey has fructose and the other types of sugar. I can't think of the name of it. When I throw this in there, it increases the chance of this turning into a liquor. I don't know. I'm feeling awful good right now. Because I ship out only live stuff. Family, when you go to the stores and you buy that kombucha from them stores, please realize that all those cultures are dead. I just want you to know you just drinking sugar water. When you get that ambrosia, the family mix, because I only sell this to family. The family mix, right? You getting live cultures. So you getting real probiotics. You getting live probiotics. Not that dead shit. Right? Alright, so let's move into it. I see the lines is quiet. Why y'all scared? Y'all say something to scare somebody? You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like and share. Also, before we move into that, I know y'all be like, Brother Hatim, you always got something else. Why you always got something? Alright, I want y'all to check out the free e-course because some of y'all might not be in Columbus and y'all need tribes. Family, tribe up. It's tribe up season. It's tribe up season, especially those of you that are a little bit different out there. You need to start surrounding yourselves with people that you could love and that you could trust, and you need to start learning how to build up a tribe so that you can protect yourself. Right? So here you go. Go to here. Oh no, that's not. I typed in the wrong damn thing. Lord have mercy. What am I doing? I would just say it, but it's too many words and y'all ain't gonna get it. So let me go on and make sure. I type this in so I can make sure y'all get it. If you look on the screen, right now you see the socks. We got shoes. We got all types of stuff, family. So go on and, support the journey. We not fuck around here. Nah, we don't do that. There's no games here. We building. Like I said, the goal for the Malcolm X Festival is about $5,000. We want to waive $5,000 because we want to bring some quality entertainment as well as a quality speaker so that the family could come from far and wide and have a great time with us at the Malcolm X Festival. Shouts out to CeeLo and shouts out to Cynthia Johnson. I see you out there, long-time supporters of the family. Well, they are family. Long-time supporters of the tribe. So, make sure y'all know this is the free e-course. Check out the free e-course. It's free. Go and check it out. Let us know what you think. And use it to build some shit. Listen while putting together a PowerPoint training so I can't call, but I'm listening. Cool. And I kind of figure a lot of us, because family, listen, we moving into, it's getting crazy out here, right? Like I said, once again, go back, check out the timeline. I got a military helicopter flying in Columbus, Ohio. I caught it on film. I was like, oh my God. Now, let me tell you the last time it was going down like this. Speaking, because since Brother Allende is on the line, it was a day in September that I'll always remember. Well, anyway, Allende called me early on. I don't even remember what the day was, but he called me. I was sleeping in. I was like, finally, I got my kids up. I got them off to school. They was acting kind of funny because, this is my gangster sons, right? So Allende called me. He said, bro, you ain't turned on the TV yet? I said, no, I ain't turned on the TV. He said, dog, we about to go to war. I said, what you mean we? What's going on? He said, man, they blew up the towers. What towers? Towers in New York? Man, shut the fuck up. Stop playing. Yup, they blew up the towers. So I got up. I went to the TV. I looked. I said, who did it? They don't know. I said, they don't know? Uh-oh. All right. So I hung up the phone, and I had some concerns. I was like, see, now this is how my mind worked. I said, I know my sons went to school. I need to go in and check. So I called the school, and I said, this is Mr. Brown. Oh, Mr. Brown. I said, yeah, I'm calling to see if my son's there. She said, oh, yeah, they here, Mr. Brown. I said, phew. I hung up the phone. I said, damn. Because I thought maybe some of my sons got loose and grabbed them planes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I mean, you know, they was bad. I don't know. They could have been flying. I don't know. Because that was the first thing I checked. Then the next thing I was concerned about, I said, damn, I hope. Because we ain't ready for nothing yet. I hope it wasn't nobody out of the culture that did that. All right, Brother Junior said, Habari Ghani, God body. When is the Honorable Malcolm X Festival? Plug me in with the date. All right, cool. I will get to you on the date because we're still working on it. It's going to be probably the second to the last weekend of May. We're still working on the date. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we got our next meeting coming up and then probably the next week and a half. And I'll be able to be a little bit clearer on it. But I will be sending out the link so that people could donate. Now, when you go and you join Gye-Nyame Journey, join us on Facebook at gnjmedia.live. You'll be able to be entered into our contest. Also, those that also want to keep up with Gye-Nyame Journey, make sure you text G and J to the number 256. Once again, get on the black signal, G and J to the number 25456, so that I can keep you abreast of what's going on with Gye-Nyame and let you know when we start raising funds. Because family, we really, we want to show out as Columbus on this Malcolm X Festival, so that we can use that energy to push off into the next cultural holidays, all the way up to Kwanzaa. Because I honestly believe that we could have a $10,000 Kwanzaa. I want y'all to think about that, a $10,000 Kwanzaa in Columbus, Ohio. What's wrong with that? I think we deserve it. I think we should be able to bring in talent or pay the talent that we got here. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people that we own a community in Columbus that's been showing out for years. We need to make sure we're able to take care of them, and we need to bring somebody that's going to attract thousands. I think we can do it. We have people come from Dayton. We have people coming from all over the country to check us out. And we have people watching on YouTube, checking us out, family. So I think that we actually can create an event that would be a nationwide event. Why not come chill and do Kwanzaa in Columbus? Nationally. We do a national thing. All right, so we spoke about the Iranians. All right, so I also posted up on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline is a rapper called Young Boozy. His reaction when Homeboy was talking to him, when Vlad was talking to him about reparations. He knew absolutely nothing about reparations, but soon as Vlad started talking, it clicked the switch on with him, and the brother got mad when he found out other people was getting reparations. He said, yeah, my homeboys Indians, they get checks. We need to get checks. You know what I'm saying? Because family, it's a lot of people out here secretly thinking that something's not right, but they don't know exactly how to put it in words, and it's up to you to be able to enlighten them about what needs to be happening for us as black folks in America. We got to have the conversations. I know they could be uncomfortable sometimes. I know when some of your relatives get drunk and shit like that, it can get kind of crazy. But you done dealt with that shit before. You need to have the balls or the breast to sit up in there and have these conversations. Not proselytize, but to go and have intelligent conversation about something that is important to the future of your children. Right? Letting people know that it's not about individual effort, because America has not been run by individual effort. The Rockefeller family was never pushed by individual effort. You understand what I'm saying? The Carnegie family was never pushed by individual effort. They just take that individual and they put him at the top, and you focus on him and you think that he's doing all the work and that he's the genius, when there's other people behind the scenes that you never even heard about that helped elevate him to where he was. They do the same thing with Steve Jobs. They do the same thing with the dude with Microsoft. They do the same thing with Amazon. You don't think that these are tribes of individuals that's rising up, but you only hear one name. But how many millionaires have come out of Microsoft? How many millionaires have come out of Amazon? Because it's a group and a cultural effort to push their standard to the top, to push their brand to the top, to push their culture to the top, to push what they produce to the top. And we got to have the same attitude as a group. We got to have the same attitude as a group. Like I said, there's no reason why we cannot be running this city by 2028. I'm just saying, 2023, we already know all the seats for the city council in Columbus, Ohio is going to be coming up. What are you doing? Some of y'all could be, some of us, let me stop saying that. Some of us could be running for those seats. What about the school board? We don't like how our kids are being educated? Let's put people on the school board that could be vocal and don't have to worry about nothing because they get support from us. You fuck with them, you fuck with us. It's an us thing. They ain't representing themselves. They're representing the interests of the black community in Columbus, Ohio. We can run this whole goddamn city. And I'm saying 2028 because Ginther, I want y'all to think about this. Ginther ran unopposed. Unopposed. That means we could have did a write-in campaign to possibly beat that motherfucker. I'm just saying. Right? I'm just saying. You can run for mayor, put your cousin as the police chief. You know what I'm saying? Your auntie is the safety director. I mean, that's what they doing. Come on, family. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're going to get qualified people in those positions and people that have a vested interest in our community and is willing to protect our community. But I'm just using, because we know that for generations, they were putting family members and cousins and distant cousins in positions of power. And as a clan, as a tribe, they were able to start rising up. And I'm saying we could do the same thing. All right, on to the folktale, because I ain't going to hold y'all all night, because you already know how I can get. The folktale for the night is the Fisherman and the Pipping. The Fisherman Pipping. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this because this I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying, because this folktale alone gets a thunderbolt from God. Because as usual, it's right on time. But before we do this, let me play this for you because this is the thing that Sasha heard one time.
Hour by hour. You lose your history. You lose your power. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. You lose your faith. You lose your power. If it is to be, it's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Because I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Tell your good is your better. And your better is your best. Black people, you were once great. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Go forward. Uplift the race. Harambe.
All right. She's standing right here trying to say it with it right now. Kids pick up on stuff real quick. So it's 614-556-4535. That's the call-in number, 614-556-4535. Here we go. The Fisherman Piping. A fisherman skilled in music took his flute and his nets to the seashore. Standing on a projecting rock, he played several tunes in the hope that the fish, attracted by his melody, would of their own accord dance into his nets, which he had placed below. At last, having long waited in vain, he laid aside his flute and casting his net into the sea, made an excellent haul of fish. When he saw them leaping about in the net upon the rock, he said, "Oh, you most perverse creatures! When I piped, you would not dance, but now that I have ceased, you do so merrily." All right, family. I'm gonna give my brief synopsis of this. If y'all want to call in and discuss it, we can. If not, I'll just keep going because y'all already know I can do that. Listen, obviously, this fisherman is a goddamn fool. Now, even though he's a fisherman, for some reason he thinks that because he's blowing the flute, that he's supposed to catch the fish. Somewhere along the lines, he got shit twisted up. And he thinks just because he's good with the flute, that the fish is supposed to do what he wants him to do. His goal is to blow the flute and play a melody that was so enticing to the fish that they would just jump into his net. No work. He thought that because he was a good flute player, that the fish owed it to him to just jump in his goddamn net. Now, obviously, being a fisherman, he knew that this is not how the world works. You live by the sweat of your brow. So this means you got to throw your nets to bring the fish in. But he figured that because he was such a good flute player, right? That he was such a good flute player that the fish was just supposed to jump in his net. So after playing the flute and learning that they wouldn't come to his music because he had developed a false assumption. The assumption was, because I want you to listen to the end, because the end lets you know what his assumption was prior to him even trying this. This is what made him try. The end says that when he got down and he did the work and he pulled the fish in from the net, because this is hard work. He was trying to jump past the hard work. But somewhere along the line, he noticed that when he opened his net, that the fish just started jumping and dancing. And he assumes that the fish are jumping and dancing because they're happy.
Yes, ma'am.
They like music. So he assumed that if he just played music, he could spare himself the hard work and get the fish to just jump in the net because they like the music. They like it. He don't know that the fish are jumping around and bouncing around because they're trying to get back in the water, because the water is what provides them with air, and the air within the water that their lungs extract from the water is what keeps them alive. They're jumping around because they're dying. They're trying to escape. They're trying to get away. But his assumption of what they was doing was totally wrong. And because his assumption was totally wrong, his theory that him throwing the net out was totally wrong. So in order for him to actually catch the fish, he had to go out and actually do the work. What has it got to do with where we are? We got a bunch of motherfuckers leading us. Not only, and I ain't just talking about the Great Pumpkin. We got a bunch of motherfuckers leading us that have been working with the wrong assumptions, the wrong hypotheses, the wrong theories for a very long time. And they're looking at the world and think that the world of the fishes are jumping around because they enjoy the music. Not realizing that it's their hard work. It's the work. It's getting out there and doing it. It's getting out there and getting on the hustle, getting on the grind, and doing the work that makes it happen. It's not your clever banter. It's not your fancy jokes. It's not your post. It's the work that you invest. It's the time that you invest and the sweat equity that you invest that gets results. But even after he did the sweat equity, he still attributes him catching the fish to the fact that they want to dance. Dumb ass fishermen. And in the same token, I can say dumb ass politicians. And in the same token, I can say dumb ass community leaders. Dumbass businessmen. Could it be that many of the theories that we are using are wrong? Especially since a majority of the theories that we are using were, in a sense, and the ideas that we are using were developed within and by a system that is designed for one thing. Now let's be clear, because I'm fresh off of Amos Wilson tonight, family. Every year I got to go around this time. I got to go and go back through the Gye-Nyame, the Gye-Nyame timeline, and guess who popped up on me today? You know, because I got Gye-Nyame movies. I got to go and watch Godfather. I got to watch the Spook Who Sat by the Door. You know what I'm saying? I got to do some reading. I got to catch up on, because there's certain things that I got to go back through. I got to go back through some of my old diaries. I got to revisit some of the places I were before, because oftentimes what you find when you go back and revisit stuff, that there's things that you miss. So I'm listening to Amos Wilson today. And the question that he asked in this speech was that if you were in power, what type of stuff would you make sure that the people that you was oppressing get? Would you make sure they get the right information? Would you make sure they be able to come up with the right theories? Would you make sure that they would be able to come up with the things that would make them free? Or would you make sure that they were able to only indoctrinate themselves and others like them with information that only served the purpose of helping you stay in power? Family, we got Fisherman piping. I know it's painful. I know it's hurtful. I know, but many of us are being led by fishermen who think that the fish are dancing because they like music, rather than dancing because they're dying. Many of us are fish that's caught in that net, and we're dancing not because we enjoy the music. We're not dancing, you know what I'm saying, because we're joyful that we got caught up in the net. We're dancing because we're dying. And many of those that are around us that are in positions of power that look like us think that we are dancing for joy. Dancing because we were happy that we was caught up in their nets of fuckery. When in fact we're dancing because we're dying. We have people dealing with international politics and international views that are piping as fishermen. They think it's about their tune rather than their work. See, because when you do the work, you got to get out there with the people. You got to get dirty with the people. You got to, you got to roll up your sleeves with the folks and get out there and do the work. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to get to where we need to be in the 21st century, family, we got to roll up our sleeves, right? We got to get out here and we got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? We got to, like I said, we got to get out here and we got to, we got to lift up the political banner, because family, I want y'all to understand this, right? Part of culture, because culture covers everything. I hear, because, I heard a few people, talking about culture and shit. Family, let me tell y'all this. Culture deals with commerce. Culture deals with politics. Culture, out of the culture is designed to help the people survive. If the culture is no longer producing the fruit of survival, we need to throw that shit to the side and decide to get and create something new. Culture is a living, breathing thing. And it requires a people in order for it to stay living and in order for it to stay vital. So it strives to protect the people. So culture and people form a symbiotic relationship. A culture is a they don't call it a meme. A culture is a team, not TEAM. It's a TEME. Like a meme, MEME. A lot of y'all look at it and say Mimi. You know what I'm saying? It's actually meme, right? It's a singular idea. A team is a group of ideas that are contagious and that strives to keep itself alive, and it needs to develop a symbiotic relationship with something that thinks. It needs to infect the mind of something so that it can stay alive. That's what a culture is. So a culture has to have politics. A culture has to have economics. A culture has to have all those things flowing up out of it. For a long time, we thought us being cultural meant that we needed to disengage in the political process, when in fact us truly being cultural require us to be involved and conquer the goddamn political process, conquer the economic process within our communities, conquer the educational system that is touching our children, and take control of the prison system that's oppressing us. It requires that. But because we thought being cultural meant it took us outside of doing the things, for a long time it kind of did. Downloaded our new song, Please Play It Ashe. Our cultural is a lifestyle. Hold on. Let's go and check this out. So you saying I could play it live tonight? Because I don't want to get no suit, no dings and shit. Family, listen. Culture covers all that. And the PC is the culture develops as the people develops. And we are at a certain level now where we could no longer just ignore some of this shit. We can't act like we ain't being affected by this shit. He said, can you play the song? Uh-oh. Let's see. Can you play the song at the end of the show? Well, family, I'm about to get up because nobody calling in. So I'm going to go and download this and I'm going to play the song. All right, it's called Message Joe. We're going to save. Boom. And we're going to play this and we're going to go out. Hopefully you got something from the show. If you did, family, go to the tip jar at gnjmedia.live. You look on the top, there's tip, and I also put in a link so that you can start hitting us up on the Cash App to help us. And let us know what you're giving. You give it for the tip for the show so that you can help the show keep going. Put tip for the show. If you're giving it to us for the Malcolm X Festival, let us know. Hold on, somebody.
Are you in the building? Are you in the house?
Hold on. Call in number 614. Y'all try to keep me on tonight. Y'all got some stuff to say. 4535. Once again, call in number 614-556-4535. Once again, 614-556-4535. I'm waiting for your call. Come on now. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Putting the speaker up so that the family can hear you. Because we got family calling from all over. Got the family calling in from all over. 614-556-4535. I will stay up here for another 5 minutes. Ooh, goddamn, this is good. Self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion. 614-556-4535. Listen, while we're waiting for somebody to call in, I'll go and play the song. Let's go. Let's see if we can get, because I want to get a better sound.
This call is being recorded.
All right, welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Who this?
It's Demetrius.
How you doing, Demetrius? Welcome to the show. How can I help you, my brother?
And I'm always on YouTube watching your show. I would recommend if you have Chime app, so some people can make donations that way too, because not everyone has Cash App. You know what I mean?
You said Chime?
If you open a Chime account,
Cool.
yeah, Chime app, it'd be sweet. I appreciate your show. I think Iran thing is going on. It's always a boogeyman, something to be scared at and distract us as a people. So, I
agree.
think obviously what the real boogeyman is to the nation is unity and us getting together and actually focusing on these problems, like you're saying, especially on a local level, like simply as voting, coming together and actually communicating about that.
Yes, sir. Are you?
Because people act like you just said, people act like you're not being affected when you are. And it's
right.
like everyone pretending that they're not being affected by what's going on.
Right.
And trying to keep up appearances. It's kind of ridiculous.
How do you spell chime?
Say again.
Chime is CHIME?
It's CHIME.
All right, I'm trying to find it. I'll find it. But then also, what city are you in, bro?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, shit. So you family, shit. I mean, well, everybody, y'all all family, but he right here with us and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you for calling in. And I'm going to look for this Chime app so that I can go and give people other options.
Definitely check out Chime.
And but it's not. Is it in the? Because I don't use Apple. I'm using Google. I don't see it, but hey, we'll get it together. I'll get it together, man. But brother, thank you. Thank you thank you for
the story too. The Aesop fable.
Oh yeah,
that was really nice.
We usually see. I've been falling off, man, because I'm old. So it's hard for me to sit and wait until 9 p.m. So I'm gonna have to start doing the show a little bit earlier because I'm older and it's getting harder for me to stay up. I usually try to do it at 9, but on Coogee Chagalias we do Folktales for Grown Folks, and on Ujamaa, we do.
I like those.
We do
Folktales for Grown Folks.
Folktales for Grown Folks because that's who they was originally written for. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying? They was written as educational tools for adults. You know what I'm saying? And we got to use it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this song.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir. And hopefully we get to meet at one of the events if we haven't met already.
For sure.
Peace.
For sure, it's been a long time.
Yes, sir.
And the house from the house, the whole world Are you in the field? Are you in the house? Are you from the field? Are you from the house? Are you in the field? Are you in the house? Are you from the field? Are you from the house? Are you in the field?
Do you know why I pulled you over, sir?
Are you from the
License and registration, please.
from the house?
Birth certificate and fingerprints, please. Slave papers, please. Pick and hold, please.
From the house? Are you in the field?
Step out of the slave ship,
In the
sir.
house? Are you from the
Step out of the cell block, sir.
from the house?
Step out of your skin, sir.
Are you in
Step out of line, please.
from the field? Are you from the house? Are you in the field?
Keep your hands where I can see them, please. Keep your plans where I can freeze them, please. Keep your palms bleeding from the stigmata of this electric cross, please.
From the house? Are you in the field?
Freedom papers, please.
In the house?
Dental records, please. Skin and bone, please. Everything you own, please.
In the house? Are you from the field? Are you from the house? Are you in the
Can you walk this line, sir?
in the house?
Can you work this road, sir?
From the
Can you find the cottonweed hidden in your cubicle? Can you find the daily shuck in that hourly job? Can you find your way to be one of the good ones? Can you stay being the funny one in the office? Can you unhinge your jaw for me, sir? Can you speak the language I have provided for you?
from the field? From the house?
Put your hands on top of the music, please. Put your child on top of this bush of cotton thorns, please. Let their blood be the wine of gods that look like me, that only love me, that only bless me. Do you have any drugs in the vehicle, son? Do you have any weapons in the vehicle, son? Do you have any books in the vehicle, sir? If I search the vehicle, will I find that you have any contraband, any self-respect, any shrine to ancestors we have pulled over before? Will I find that you have already been to 3 funerals this year? Will I find that you have mistaken a slogan for a life? Will I find the brambles of the field in your collar, or will you smell of house biscuits and white meat? Will I find I am blinded by all your teeth, smiling when I pat your head, or when I discover that you can secretly read? Will I then find my gun come to me now? Will I have to? Will you make me? Will you force me to kill you because I fear your shaking eyes, fear the tears falling from your argumentative mouth? Will you force me to kill you because you refuse to put out a cigarette? Will you at least litter so we can get this over with, so that one of us can get home in time for dinner? Do you know why I pulled you over? Did you think I wouldn't because you're not a criminal? Did you think that I could tell the difference? Did you think there was ever a difference in the field? Did you think the field ever left your armpit because I gave you new dresses and belts for your pants while you're in my house?
In the house?
Do you know why I pulled you over?
From the house?
Did you know you were homeless before the house burned down? Do you understand these rights that I have not stated to you? Do you see where I have kicked holes in your drums, made do-rags of your runaway quilts? Did you think the field ever left your nappy head because you laid it to the side? Did you think the field was out there somewhere? Did you think the field was still over there? Did you think we wouldn't figure out how to put a roof over that field, put some bars where the bushes stop? Did you think we wouldn't think of that? That if we ran out of land, we'd run out of needing you?
In the house?
That's the biggest crime here, son. What you don't know, the field was never outside. And the house used the whole world to go.
in the house? Are you from the field? From the house? In the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? From the house? You in the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? You from the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? You in the house? You from the field? You from the house? You in the field? You in the house? You in the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You in the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You from the field? From the house? You in the field? In the house? You in the field?
Alright, family, that was a sneak track. That was Liquid Crystal. Liquid Crystals. I didn't know they were still playing together, but hold on. There was Liquid Crystals, a track snuck to us. Four Corners of the Earth Part 2. Now, we did an interview with B-Jazz about Four Corners of the Earth Part 1. And we heard that on Gye-Nyame Journey. Now they got Part 2 that they're going to be dropping soon. And on that track, we got B-Jazz, Rob Riley, Eddie Baird. We interviewed Eddie on the show. And, of course, we're going to get him back on sax. And we got Yendi West and Scott Woods. God damn. That was nice. That was nice. We heard it first here. Instead of marching, we lightweight jog and throw rocks at motherfucking tanks. He said instead of marching, we lightweight jog and throw rocks at, you know what I'm saying? Are you in the building or are you in the house? You know what I'm saying? So now, this is the question. This is the question for all of y'all, right? What's the next steps for you? You see everybody else is tribing up. Iran ain't got no choice but to, you know what I'm saying? But to tribe up. America tribing up, right? And I need y'all to understand, y'all need to know, look at history so that you know the history of what happens when America start tribing up, especially when the markets start going south. They need sacrifices, family. You tribed up? Are you prepared? Because they're going to want to take some shit. They're going to need to take some shit. They're going to need to burn some shit. And this ain't going to be like the victory shit for a football game. Because you see how they get when they win a goddamn football. You know what I'm saying? Whether they win or lose, they burning shit. We got to be, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. I'm just like, just in case they want to show out tonight. You know? But listen, but I want to thank y'all for joining us on Gye-Nyame Journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, subscribe, share. Let's build up the tribe, family. Especially like those of you that's in the city that I'm at. And those of you that are not in the city, family, go and check out our free e-course. All of y'all need to check out the free e-course at freegnjecourse.com. Check it out. At least let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? If you have an e-course that you want to put together, right, that will be good for the family, let me know. Let's work. Let's do some of this Gye-Nyamics. Let's make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? We can make it happen. You know, and also, Allende, dog, you need to let, like I said, because I don't know how y'all releasing this, but there's a way that, you know, using the technology that we don't have, y'all might not have to go through the shit that y'all went through before to release this shit. I'm just trying to let you know where each individual can get paid off of the effort that they put in promoting this shit, because social media is one of the tools that we have while it's still out here. And through Gye-Nyamics, family, y'all gonna promote that shit and get. I'm trying to talk. Y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to talk with your brother. I'm not fucking around. Not fucking around. I'm talking like that's some hot shit. And if y'all got a bunch of shit like that, hey, we using social media shit and fuck all of the overhead and all that. We got a digital product and let's move it. And y'all, when y'all go to your live shows, that's the only time y'all need to have the Hard City family. There's a new way of doing business, and we have to start learning how to adapt so that we can start at least amassing some money, because we gonna need, because you know how they be talking about war chests. We gonna need some. We gonna need to be having access to some cash, right? And we have enough talent in our community right now. We have enough skills in our community right now to start some small business. I'm not, and it's not even hard. I'm talking. Listen. I'm working with right now. I was in a course with one of the best in the business, and he started giving up game before I even signed my contract with him. And I'm like this. Listen, boom. I got all these people around me, and like I said, I'm already talking with Elder West about this shit, because I'm like, dude, you dropping all this shit stuff and you developing all these digital things, and you only doing it for these small groups, and there's a bunch of people out here that need this information. You know what I'm saying? We got people around us with all these talents and all these skills. There's no reason why we should not be developing a system where people will have access to our information, and because we're bringing value to their life, they will go on and give. I'm telling you right now, I already know it's out there because people been giving to me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it ain't paying for all this shit, but it assists. But it assists. I'm afloat. I'm floating. But as time goes on, because like we already see as niggas out here that ain't even doing half the shit that we do, that's making 100 times more than we doing right now. They ain't doing half the shit we doing here in Columbus, and they making 100, even 1,000 times more. Imagine I want y'all to imagine if this platform right here was blowing up, and we had the family doing the stuff, and we was making this. What would we be doing? How would Kwanzaa be? How would it be televised? We have one camera, we have multiple cameras. Would Kwanzaa be off the hook? We'd be bringing people that people would come from miles around to see. Would the Malcolm X Festival be hot? You know what I'm saying? Because our history of doing so much with so little shows where we are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it'd be easy for me to bring out just I'm not even going to go there. I'm trying to bring live shit to the people. Period. So that we can go on. Because we need our young people to see that what we doing is effective. It don't even, let me put it this way. It don't even have to make nobody rich. All our young people, a lot of our young people got to say, a lot of our young people got to see is that what we're talking about is making some type of change in our lives. It's bringing us some type of satisfaction and happiness. And if the financial piece go with that, because I'm telling you, that's what culture does. Because once you start truly embracing the culture, right, the culture will start embracing you and start taking care of you. We have to develop symbiotic relationships with the culture, and we haven't done that before. Yeah, we put on the guard. Yeah, we spoke the talk, but we haven't developed a true symbiotic relationship with the culture, because when you embrace the culture embraces you. We embrace parts of the culture, the parts of the culture that made us comfortable, rather than realizing that culture covers all aspects of life. But yo, this brother Hot Tim, and I done ran my mouth. Of course, you know, there's a B in my next book entitled I Did It My Way. So that y'all know I'm not joking. The book will be entitled I Did It My Way. Through a goddamn cell phone. Late at night when I had to be at work in the morning. That's going to be the title of the book. Alright, family, I'm gone. Y'all have a great night. Peace. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us in the Congregation of Mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle build muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simba production, and of course, you know, I am Brother Hot Tim. This has been Folktales for Grown Folks. Heart of a Simba production. Of course, you know, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Remember what we saying? Gye-Nyame can't end. This is our thing. Peace.